That was a branch breaking. Yep. Might be Papa Moose. It's kind of funny, but moose tend to like to be up here, sort of. You can sometimes see them from far away, you know, on top of a ridge or something like that. Huh. These have white dots on them. Normally, they're not poisonous, but if you eat them, you feel nausea and vomit and stuff. But if you roast them a couple of times, you can extract muskimol, which is sort of similar to alcohol. And that mushroom, for a long time, was the suspect in inducing bärsärkagång. Basically make you go berserk. Obviously that's, you know, probably not the case. It would be the other little mushroom that might be beneficial for that. But that one will just make you sort of tired, content, good for sleeping, good antidepressant, doesn't have the adverse effects, and you can find them everywhere here. They grow on the low ground, close to water, up here on the ridge. Yeah, it's not hard to find those at all, and they can really help you. You roast the hats in the oven 40 degrees for, I don't remember if it's 3 hours or something. You do that 3 times. Then you get a pestle and mortar, crush them up into powder, and then you can dose it, because each hat has a different potency. Oh man, this is great, beautiful. And yeah, then you take a teaspoon or so. I tried it a couple of years back. It was pretty good. Great for, you know, going to sleep and getting a good night's sleep. Some other mushrooms, not what I'm after. I'm really picky with mushrooms. I tend to go for Coliowan, porcini in Italian. I don't know the English name. Cantarell and trattkantarell, which is my favorite. But they're not out yet, I think. It's gotta get a bit colder. Fresh water. Could probably hunker down here for a bit and wait for something to show up, but yeah, we're heading for the spring, so not gonna do that. But yeah, watering hole. Can see that the grass has been trampled, so yeah, probably in use. One thing that would be cool is if we could catch a boar on camera. I've still never really gotten a good look at a boar in the woods. Once with my friend we were out walking at night. It was really dark in the autumn and we did startle a boar who was sleeping, but he ran away, and they are black basically, so no chance of getting a good look at it. And they're fast, surprisingly fast. I usually only hear them. Oh yeah, cunning animals. So this is an animal path that we are following, which is usually a good idea. I'm really excited to see on the GoPro how the moose turned out. Okay, this is more of a proper path. Yeah, I really need to cut my hair. It's getting hot. Is that? No. I was thinking about doing a side quest on the way home, but I think I'm not gonna be able to, in order to find what we named the Fox Temple. Was probably the hugest by far den I've ever seen. And I don't know, I assume it's foxes, because as far as I know there are no wolf packs around, only strays or rogues as they are called. But yeah, that den was huge. I think it had something like 9 exits. It looked amazing. Like a circle of huge boulders with big entrances and exits. Gonna hydrate again. Oh, look at that one. I don't know if it's probably edible. But yeah, I'm not crazy about all of them. My mom and dad are big mushroom fans. Huh? Huh. I'm seeing some building up ahead, and from what I could tell, the spring had some kind of building close by. So when we get to the end of the ridge, oh wow, that's an ambitious treehouse. Huh. But I've found that in other, really remote parts. I found a sign once. There was a big platform up in a tree, and at the time I was a bit too heavy I was going too hard on the weights and too light on the running. So I was about 101 kilos and I couldn't really climb it. So I called out my friend, and he's basically, yeah, he can climb anything. So he climbed up, and there was a sign, Animal Hotel, and they had a little cupboard with wine bottles unopened. And yeah, so this is old, you know, but it was probably something really cool. Yeah, more of those mushrooms. Those are, you know, attacked by worms, so that's not nice. But yeah, so this was the floor, and yeah, oh look, someone was just mean and chopped it down, seems like. I don't know, it is a nature reserve, but I wouldn't, you know, cut down a tree just to, you know, there's probably some kids and they probably put in a lot of work for it, and no trash. But this is old, it's probably from when I was a kid. Yeah, you can see rooftops over there. Gonna check the map. That's really, you know, perks of the modern age. Could also be that it makes us lazy, but yeah. Huh. Okay, we're close. Okay, we're just gonna go down here. Awesome, we get to go down. That's always good. I'm gonna actually strap this down. Another kind of mushroom. Pretty impressive. It's growing almost straight out of the mountain or the rock. Yep. Oh, sweet. Animal path. And one thing I've learned about moose is that when they stay still, you won't know they're there at all. As you saw in the video, I'm hoping it shows well on the GoPro, but I got some extra on the cell phone where I zoomed in. So you're gonna see them. When they stand still, they're very, you know, camouflaged. They're very camouflaged, and you can see deer droppings here. But when they move, they sound sort of like a grown person moving around. They're so big that they actually break, you know, branches and things. So the last time I encountered moose, it was by a natural cold water spring, not too far from here, 4 or 5 kilometers. And I thought it was a person walking around, so I didn't pay much heed to it. Then I figured, well, it's a cold water spring, I want to see that. So I went down there, and there was one mama moose and one baby moose. Oh, cool. And we should be very close to the spring once we get down. We're gonna do one map check, take the direction, and just go for it. This is a nice path. Kind of great if you're out mountain biking. So let's see if we can head through the woods or if we should follow this trail. I'm gonna put it in. And where am I? What? Oh. Huh. That's actually really cool. So I am heading straight here. Okay. Ah. That's interesting. When the bird flies away silently, it's usually something you would want to see, but I'm not wasting time on owls anymore. I can follow them for an hour, and every time I try to take a picture, they just laugh at me and fly away. So there's gonna be a big lake on the right, or big, you know, it's kind of thin but long. Oh. These trees have all fallen due to storms. They happen like, we have really, you know, fierce storms. Once, twice a year. Yeah, that's some trash. Huh. But today the weather is, you know, just right. I'm wearing a t-shirt when I'm walking around. I have a warmer shirt and I have a windbreaker or a soft shell jacket in case the weather suddenly acts up. I'm seeing a lot less signs of boar than I usually do on my side. Sometimes when I'm stopping, I am sort of scanning the trees a bit higher up, because there are some interesting animals that tend to sit up in the trees, like Maud, I guess that's marten in English, and also the cat, the lynx and the forest cat, or whatever you call it. But really, being out there is its own reward. So I'm not counting on anything. Today I've already saw 3 mooses, 2 twins and 1 mother, so that was really cool. I also sent a short video from my cell phone to my mom already, and she was like, back off, she's got a calf, be careful. And yeah, it all went well. Where am I? straight ahead then. Seems kind of weird. Or maybe I went too far to the left. I'm gonna keep the phone close at hand for now. But it's good, this area has great cell phone reception, so that's a plus. Last time I was out, I got a message on the iPhone saying, you know, iPhone is not operable at the moment, please try again soon. So that was different. I've never actually been to this spring before. My dad used to go there when I was a kid and fill up gallons because, you know, folklore, healing properties, all of that. And yeah, it's really good water. Has a different taste. Okay, so here's the path. Am I gonna go right, left, or straight in? Here. Okay. I don't know if I'm trusting the map. Oh yeah, probably. There's a path leading here, so let's keep the faith. Otherwise I'll find it anyway. I'm persistent. Yeah, okay. I wonder if this is an animal path or other people like me trying to find a spring. But it should be close and straight ahead. Oh, nice. That one I would pick and make muskimol of if I was so inclined. But I sleep very well actually, and I'm kind of happy. So for the moment, I don't need it. Wow. But who knows? In the future, you never know what life. Oh wow! Look at this, my dudes. Yeah, you find these quite often. It's close to a spring, so this was most likely the home of a homeless person. I found lots of camps like this. They had some pretty sophisticated lanterns actually, you don't see that often. And what's that? Kira Fix. Probably just water inside, I bet. I don't know. Nope. It's actually lamp oil, so flammable. Yeah, water bottles, cooking pan, another lantern. Everything's been out there for quite a while. Oh yeah. I don't know if you think I'm snooping, but I kind of like seeing sometimes you can find an old hatchet or something useful. I'm gonna pour some water on my hand though. Not good to have flammable liquid on you. It's kind of strange that kerosene was Not as old as the other things I'm seeing. They've been drying clothes over there. There's something else here. Yeah. I used to work for the municipality, and sometimes, unfortunately, people would come in and sort of be like, you know, I can't take another winter in the woods, can you please get me housing? But those people, unfortunately, were rarely, and that wasn't my area, so I couldn't do much about it, but those people rarely qualified. So the path I followed was probably just their path. Is that spice? I'm not. Yeah, spices. Or moss in that one. Oh yeah, look. Some tools, knife. Yeah. Dishwasher. What the hell was that? I'm kind of lazy now. I could easily just go in and grab it, but I'm curious. Yeah. Laziness is not a virtue. Wow. What is that? Yeah, it's just white pepper, I think. Oh, cardamom. Yeah. So yeah, they lived here. They made a stone thing, tarp. Maybe they didn't even live here. And, oh yeah, you can see they actually bought or stole that wood, firewood. So cups, pots and pans, spices. Yeah. I bet someone, I hope they're alive, doing well. Someone probably has a lot of memories from this place. Oh, an old saw. I hope you get it on camera. Rope. That's actually, rope is valuable. And this is good, strong rope. So, yeah, it's a bit dirty. But this is actually expensive if you find good rope. So, I can probably use that for something. And yeah, it's a bit dirty. But yeah, nah. Or? Yeah, that wasn't the rope, so yeah. Can definitely use that for a lot of things. That's another lantern. And look, they put a lot of effort. They actually built a real solid campsite. This moss will keep you insulated and warm. They had tarp. They had the entire cooking